Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I would like to say first of all, this is not a gossip channel. It will never be a gossip channel. It just so happens that a celebrity did something that kind of correlates with what I like to talk about on my channel. And that does not happen a lot. So today I'm going to be talking about Nicki Minaj. So if you live under a rock, you don't know that Remy Ma came out with a diss track targeted at Nicki Minaj, and it's pretty much just 6 minutes of everything negative under the sun that you could say about Nicki Minaj. In the hip-hop world, it is considered tradition that when someone comes out with a diss track, you know, targeted at you, you have to come out with something else, or you have to come out with something kind of hitting back to prove that you can compete lyrically and to also, you know, prove yourself, you know, stand up for your reputation, stand up for your pride, all that, just tradition. So I think the last thing that people expected was for Nicki Minaj not to respond. And I think what is very interesting about her choice not to respond is that it, outside of like what's traditionally done in hip-hop culture, it was actually the healthier choice not to respond. And I didn't even expect her not to respond. A week has gone by. Like I said, you know, she could be plotting this whole thing that she's gonna do. She could be. I could be completely wrong. But, you know, she hasn't come out with anything yet. So from my perspective, what I see is instead of taking a negative situation and multiplying it by adding her own negative energy to it, she added, or she didn't respond to a negative energy. She chose not to show it attention, which, you know, kind of chose the negative energy, or made the negative energy like disperse. Because if you notice, no one's really talking about it anymore. And that, no matter what anyone says, whether she wanted to prove herself for her fans, to Remy Ma's fans, just to the public in general, her choice not to respond, you know, she still has her fans. Like, let's be honest, her fans are a lot of 13-year-old kids who know her from Starships and Pound the Alarm. You know, a lot of her fans don't even know who Remy Ma is. And I don't say this as something disrespectful to Remy Ma, but if we're just looking at paper, Nicki Minaj has a higher net worth, Nicki Minaj has a bigger fan base, and her only reason to respond would be to prove something. And she made the choice, or she didn't really see Nicki Minaj didn't see anything to gain in the situation. She didn't see anything to win aside from a rap battle. But what she saw to lose was her own calm, was her own sense of self. So she chose not to respond. And what I think is really cool about the situation is that a lot of times when you choose not to respond negatively to one negative situation and instead choose to respond positively, there are other positive things that happen. And a lot of female MCs are making videos on Instagram. I'll put the hashtag somewhere on the screen, but basically hashtag like Nicki Minaj's response or Nicki's response or whatever, where they're taking their own beats and, you know, kind of making up what they think she should have said, or like what they would have said. And a lot of them are comical, but a lot of them are also very, very good. So this negative situation used to hurt a person now is turning into this situation that's bringing people together, all based off of how one person chose to respond. So I think that there's a lot that we can learn from that, and we can take this situation and kind of apply it to our own personal lives, because a lot of times people and situations, you know, they shoot below the belt. And even though some topics and some things we're more sensitive to, that kind of just shows us how high of a tolerance we have for keeping our cool. It kind of tests us and kind of like makes us think, you know, is this worth me losing my composure? Because I'm sure it wasn't easy for her not to respond, but she still made the choice not to, which I think was really cool. Okay, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you have an opinion on this, feel free to leave 1 or 2 or 3 comments in the comment box below. I want to read all of it. Let me know what's up. Remember, positivity is super important. Sense of self is super important. And, you know, just make sure your insides are good. That's what we're here for. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.